Good evening, everyone. Is this just for our broadcast, or is this also for the room? It's for the room. Okay, so you should be able to hear me from this? Yes? All right, welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. I was told to ask to take a survey. Do we have any freshmen in the room today? We did not do that to embarrass you. We do it because it's amazing that you're here. We're trying to build the culture at the school, and so it's students don't always show up for these things. Sometimes students have left already, so it's great to have freshmen here. So tonight is the ShowLTU CoAD 2025 Industry Night. We've got a number of student awards. That's probably why most of you are here tonight. But we want to acknowledge a number of things that have happened within the college and celebrate a whole bunch of things. It's an amazing night to do this. So first of all is just to say, for anybody that's here who's not aware, we have a number of degrees within the college, both undergraduate and graduate architecture programs. We have game design and graphic design, interior design, product design, transportation design. And the reason why we're also doing this is because we're offering 2 new degrees within the college, which has, is just a way to talk about the expansion of some of the things that we're doing. The first is a design and technology master's degree. So we'll have a graduate program in the design department. And then the other thing is that we'll be accepting PhD students in the fall in simulation and design. And so this is another exciting aspect for ways that we're extending these things that we do. Continue to check us out. I know there's alumni in the room and industry partners, whether that be through any different social media. You want me to follow right now? Give it a like, sign up, do all of these things. We continue to try and run more and more events and lectures and other things throughout the year. So even if there are people that are graduating in the room, these things are often broadcast and shared, and so you can still stay engaged with the school. So it's also important to recognize all the support that we receive. So from our donors, partners in architecture, they were going to be here, but they had to cancel last minute. So we want to thank partners, as well as there are, throughout the years, a number of people who come to lecture as part of our lecture series who donate their honorarium back to the college. And so it's nice to be able to run events like this with the support from those people. As you'll see within the exhibition, we won a grant this year from the Gensler Charitable Gift Fund, and that funded a mass timber studio, a multidisciplinary mass timber studio, which included architecture, interiors, engineering, and business. That work is in the Brick Gallery. We have other scholarships that happen throughout the year, so we have a number of donors, some of whom may be in the room, supporting scholarships for students. Other donors, this is alumni donors, some of whom are probably in the room, as well as we have an alumni exhibition. And so I think this is in a number of different places throughout the school tonight. And so these are the alumni who included work or shared work with us that's being exhibited. And then for any alumni and industry partners in the room, this year the scholarship gala is happening on May 17th, and this is going to be at Michigan Central Station. So I'm sure there's still tickets available. Everyone is welcome. And then a couple of accolades from staff and faculty within the college this year. And so first, I think this is the second year in a row that we had a student win the Metropolis 100 or Future 100 award. Is Michael here? There's like a whole bunch of... So congratulations. These are incredible types of things that help share the profile and share the work that's going on within the college to those in a much broader audience. And so this is a global award, so congratulations. We have other scholarship award winners. I know that we have, so maybe first, I know we have at least one. Any DAA award people here? There's one. There's one. Stand up. Thank you. So the Distinguished Architecture Alumni Award is given each year. And so what number are we on? What number? So it'll be the 28th year that this is happening this year. And that every year, the Distinguished Architecture Alumni Award winner gives a lecture within the college in the fall. And so watch for that. We're incredibly thankful to the Distinguished Architecture Alumni. They've done a lot of work in terms of helping to build up or renovate the Affleck House. And then more recently, they started a scholarship to support students who are moving from the undergraduate program into the graduate program in architecture. And James has won this award this year, so now you have to stand up. And I don't think we have slides, but we were talking about it earlier that the MAF scholarships happened. And so Todd is here and works with MAF. And I think James also won one of the MAF scholarships. Is there anyone else in the room that received an MAF scholarship this year? You guys should apply. You have like $45,000 that you try and give away every year. So I know Alina's here. So we have a couple of other awards. The ARCC King Medal went to Alina. No? Why are you looking at me like that? We have some jewelry. Do we want a picture? Hold on, come back. Take a picture. Congratulations. Camera's there. We had another one of these awards. Is Ada here? Please, you also get some jewelry. He's over there now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, are there any graduate students in the room who worked on this project? We thought this might happen. Maybe they finished. This was last year, actually. All of these students graduated, but some of the design build projects go on to win other awards. And so as you move from the undergraduate program into the graduate program, that first summer is a design build studio. And so this project, which you can see outside behind us, won a few awards in the last couple of years. So here's the list of that. And then a couple of faculty. So both Taka and Sarah couldn't be with us tonight. They're actually at the opening at the Venice Biennale. And I think also Mo left this morning Mo is on a panel in the next couple days at the Venice Biennale. So this is an amazing opportunity. And again, talks about what's happening with the faculty within our college. That's me. And our faculty do amazing things. So Ahu and Lillian could stand up. Ahu and Lillian are working on a book. This is nice. This is good energy in here. Let's keep this going. Is Elizabeth in the room? She's, I think, staffing the front station where people were checking in. So we wanted to just share Elizabeth's face. I was looking to see, that's not her coming in. But she just joined the college and she's working on our external academic initiatives, sponsorship, and trying to connect industry partners with sponsored studios with our students. And so watch for Elizabeth. She'll be around this evening. Nur is there. Nur went through the tenure process this year and will be a tenured faculty member in the fall. And I warned Mary that there was a giant picture of her. Mary has been a huge support for our faculty and our students in terms of helping manage all sorts of reimbursable expenses, and has also taught many of us in administration how to manage the finances for the college too. So stand up, Mary. Thank you. Thank you for everything that you've done. So exhibition credits, all of the work that was happening up until moments ago, in terms of this presentation, in terms of hanging the work, is an amazing group effort between our staff, our faculty, and a number of students who are all listed here, including even the identity is something that we've continued to do out of our graphic design program each year in terms of creating the identity for each of the end of the year shows. So thank you to everybody who worked on this. It took us a while. We have an alumni award that's happening, and we walked the alumni through, and it kept going and going and going and going and going around. And so it feels like the end of the year show continues to grow each year in terms of the work that's there, the intensity of the work. And this is a map of basically the entire first floor of the college, where you'll find student work distributed throughout. So this will open in an hour and a half or so. So now the student awards. Lillian is going to take over the program now.
Right. Hello, everybody. I'm Lillian Crum. I'm the Associate Dean for the College of Architecture and Design. Are we ready to hear who are the recipients of the awards? So we'd like to honor outstanding creativity and innovation and critical thinking within the projects here in CoAD. There are several categories for the awards. I'll explain each of those categories as we move through them. The first is the Chairs Awards. So the department chairs, they were presented with a list of student nominees. Now, students were nominated by their faculty members for outstanding work, both in the fall and spring semester. And I will start by saying making these selections was very difficult. There was so much great work that our chairs were choosing from. So we are going to begin by inviting Dr. Philip Plowright to join us over here. So he's the chair right here. So he is the chair of our design department, and I'm going to go through each winner. And what I'd like you to do is just come by one. Philip will give you your award. You will step to that far side of the screen. And then we'll get a group photo all together. So, there's Philip.
Counting because it's 5 here and 6 here. And I think architecture.
Okay. Our first Chairs Award for the design department goes to Nico Finnerty from Game Design. So. Nico's a sophomore. I know some students may actually still be finishing a few exams, I heard, so maybe if you couldn't be here. Our next is Olivia Hoffman for graphic design. We'll do a photo. And then
It floats.
Kiera Kane for interior design. Kiera is a junior in the interior design program. For product design, Delaney Shorten. Delaney's a sophomore in the product design program. Transportation design, Brandon Arico. May also be taking an exam right now. All right. Now we'll invite you to the middle of the room, under the screen, perfectly centered under this text. Congratulations to our awardees for the design department. And next, I'd like to invite Dr. Dale Geyer, our chair of the architecture department, to present the awards for architecture. There's Dale. Juan Pineros. Juan is a freshman in our architecture program, so congratulations. Dylan Reese. And Dylan's a sophomore in the architecture program. Jumana Abdullah. Jumana is a junior in the architecture program. Maya Dendakli is a senior in the architecture program. And Jordan Courier and John Lee. This was for a collaborative project in the Masters of Architecture program. Congratulations to our architecture winners. Y'all come back. Center yourselves under the text. Congratulations to all of you. Okay, so the next category is Tau Sigma Delta. So we're going to recognize the members of Tau Sigma Delta, which is the Honor Society in Architecture and Allied Disciplines. This society celebrates not only intellectual achievement, but also initiative, leadership, and character. Membership's awarded to students who have attained high scholastic standing in their field. And as I read each name, I'm going to ask you to all come forward as a group, and we'll take another group photo. So, James Hoppy, come on down. If you can. Logan Caruso. Jacob Jackson. Vincent Hansel. Margaret Hansen. Selena Kenward. Caitlin Pickert. Abigail Sowerby. Matthew DiMaggio. Nicholas Buchanan. And Samuel Laura. So you know the drill, right? We're gonna center yourselves under the text, get a nice group photograph. Congratulations. Okay, we're gonna move on to our alumni awards. If Todd, Jalen, and Alyssa could join me down here. So Todd Drouillard is a graduate from our architecture programs, bachelor's as well as our master's degree, and he's at HED. Jalen Davis, he just left, he had to leave. He was also one of our alumni jurors, and he is working at AECOM. He's a graduate from our interior design program and our master's of architecture program. And then Alyssa Melitik is a graduate from our industrial design program, now called product design, and she's working at Ford. So our amazing alumni jurors joined us earlier today, looked at every single project in the exhibition, and there are many, made notes, had careful conversations, and ultimately selected a series of projects, which we'll hear about in a moment. But before we hear about the awardees, I'd actually like to hear from our jurors and get a few words about what they were actually looking for and what informed their decision making.
Thank you. First of all, the work was phenomenal. It was very difficult. A lot of great insight and great thoughts behind the projects. What we were looking for, at least what I was most, was trying to find the process. Something that spoke to me in a lot of the projects was the way that the students came through what the process from theory to idea to actual execution. And seeing the process was important for what I saw in our process.
Yeah, again, I think there was so much incredible work. We had a really long list to go through at the end. And while I was thinking through, what made a project stand out, I feel like, especially today in design, it can feel like very overwhelming in the sense that everything has already been done. So when people can bring out a really novel idea or solve a problem in a really unique way, I think that's what it came down to for selecting these. So congratulations to all the people we selected.
Thank you very much. And so we'll follow the same format as earlier. As I call up the winners, you'll receive your award. You can step to the side, and then we'll do a group photo all together. Before I move into the names, actually, there were a couple projects that I want to acknowledge that our jurors identified as being exceptional. And those were our project from the Design Build Studio last summer rather, which I always call the mushroom project. It looks like a mushroom, right? So it's one of our pavilion projects. And they also remarked that the Gensler projects were exceptional. So anybody in the room work on any of those projects? Very good work. So the first project is Ashley Schnorr from Interior Design. And you'll notice that we actually don't have the project work in the slides, and that's because the alumni jurors just selected the work, and so you'll be able to find it in the exhibition with the sticker on the project posters. Congratulations, Ashley. Dante Cerrone. There he is. He's a sophomore. Sophomore? Thank you. Dante's a sophomore in product design. Congratulations. Justin Royak from Transportation Design. So Justin is a senior in Transportation Design. Congratulations. Carter Moberg. Carter's completing his Master's of Architecture. Dr. Welcome back, Maya. Catherine Collins, Interior Design. Congratulations, Catherine. Autumn Pop. And Autumn's completing her Master's of Architecture. David Gale. Who I don't think could be here tonight. So again, if you could all center yourself under the text, we'll do a group photo. And thank you so much to our alumni jurors. It's always amazing to have our alumni come back and be continuously involved in what we're doing here after seeing them graduate and go on to have very successful careers. And finally, we are going to present the Dean Awards. So the Dean Awards are recognizing graduating students who have demonstrated excellence throughout their academic work. So I'd like to invite Carl back to help present the Dean Awards.
This has money associated with it.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to say how much?
$250. Which one of these is $250?
You have to crack it open. It's hidden inside.
If you worked on these, they're probably worth a lot more than that.
I'd like to invite Lauren and Bass. So Lauren Abbaspour is a senior in our game design program. Congratulations, Lauren. Gloriana Gloriana has work here that you can see, but you're also familiar with her work because she designed the visual identity system for ShowLTU as well. Caitlin Wolowick. Caitlin's a senior in the product design program. Congratulations. Nathan Jackrow. Nate's a senior in our product design program. Patty Clark. Maddie's a senior in the interior design program. Congratulations. Gavin Weber. Congratulations, Gavin. Carlos Loya Miranda. Yeah, now you have to left align. Okay. Or right align for you all. Okay. Michael Garrissey. Congratulations, Michael. It's a group project. Autumn, Dane, and Sam. Lauren Moon. Congratulations to all of our Dean Award recipients.
So all of the awards, because I know we didn't have photos of the alumni awards, all of the awards also have stickers underneath the posters or near the display within the exhibit, so you should be able to find them.
So congratulations to all of the recipients of the awards. As I mentioned before, there was so much strong work to select from, which you'll see in the exhibition, which opens at 6. It is 4:46. So we are going to take a quick break when we transition to our lecture. We will very soon at 5 o'clock have a lecture by Billie, Tsien, who is an esteemed architect. We're incredibly excited to have her here for our guest lecture for the Design by Technology lecture series, which coincides with LTU, our ShowLTU CoAD. So everybody, you can take a quick break. We'll start the lecture here at 5 o'clock. Congratulations again.